I just found out today that buying a goose head like this in Chaoshan costs an insane amount. Guess how much? For a goose head, normally a duck neck only costs a few city. Actually, it's a collective name for a region, mainly made up of Chaozhou, Tantao, and Jieyang. The total area of these three cities combined is around 10,600 square kilometers, which is slightly smaller than Hangzhou. Yet, it's home to a population of about 14 million people. When people mention Chaoshan, the first thing that comes to mind is the endless food options, along with its deep-rooted folk traditions. But our director, who's from Guangdong, told us that the moment you step into Chaoshan, the first thing you'll feel is its slow pace and the omnipresent, laid-back vibe of the locals. Even in the busy tourist spots, the rickshaws meant for quick sightseeing tours are no exception. So, for the first stop of our trip, we came to Chaozhou. We wanted you to experience its unique atmosphere too. Why did your sister-in-law stop pedaling? Sit tight, sir. I'm speeding up. What should I do, sir? He wants to ride it for you. Take a break, sir. How many years have you been doing this? 25 years. Have you ever run into people like us who want to pedal? Your sister-in-law is the first. People who hijack your ride like us. In 25 years, it's his first time meeting people like us, making him sit in the back while we pedal like crazy. The pace here feels much slower. Yes, we have a slow pace here. In Chaozhou, we have a tea culture called gongfu tea. We always use 3 cups. Always 3 cups. Do you know the meaning behind the 3 cups? No idea. Together, they form the Chinese character for savor. That's why Chaozhou people call it savoring tea. I see, that's why there are 3 cups. Right, tea culture is huge in Chaozhou. Why don't you go try and crash that old man's table for a cup of tea? Think you can do it? Go find one. Find an old man. What's next? Over there. On your right. Let's go. You think I even need to search? I have just one request. Can you guys not get too close to me? Deal. I won't get too close, alright? I'll just stay right here, okay? Is this a safe distance? Sure. I'm going. Good luck. He's waiting for a chance to talk. What kind of meat is this? Pork meatballs. Give it a try. How's the tea? Is it good? Can I have a cup of tea? Thank you, sir. Hello, sir. Sir, are you offering me some too? Thank you. Does everyone in Chaoshan drink tea? Pretty much everyone has to. But why do you all drink outside the house? Does it make it easier to chat? For one, it's well ventilated, and it's convenient. Anyone walking by can just grab a drink if you're inside the house. Got it, got it. Thank you. I originally thought sending Li Siwei to make friends would create some funny content for the show by making him feel awkward, but I didn't expect that to these warm and welcoming locals. Stopping by to ask for a cup of tea is just a normal part of everyday life. According to the uncle, a simple life like this is exactly what their daily routine looks like. The shops open up at 5 in the morning and pack up by 3 in the afternoon. The rushing tide of the modern fast-paced era seems like it will never affect this place. A single pot of tea can last all day long, and one job can last for half a lifetime. Just when we thought simplicity Have you ever been to a place like this? This is an ancestral shrine. Like in the movie Love Letter to Grandma Kama, where they went to visit the shrine. That should ring a bell. Among all the shrines in Shantao, this one is built to the absolute highest tier. Wait, what exactly is an ancestral shrine for? It's actually a place where Chaoshan people of the same surname go to pay respects to their ancestors. Usually each clan or family line, or different surnames in a village, will build a shrine. This is the Yang family shrine. So Chaoshan people pour their money into shrines. Yes, into building them. It all depends on your wealth. If you're wealthy enough, Building a shrine like this can cost tens of millions. This feels way beyond the tens of millions level. I feel like this is top tier. Look at the craftsmanship here. This spot is beautiful. Look at the top over there. What does that phrase mean? Look at all the vibrant colors. Look at this. It's covered in all these shimmering details. There's actually a story behind the roof design. What's the story? This style of roof is called chintzy. They take pieces of colored porcelain, smash them up, and then paste them on by hand, piece by piece. Why do they do that? Because the Chaoshan region used to get a lot of rain, so things like wood carvings couldn't hold up well, right? They would get ruined. But chintzy porcelain art can last for a very long time. These are divination blocks. What are they for? They're used to ask the gods for guidance. Don't you have to toss them to get an answer? Go ahead and ask. So how does it work? What counts as a yes? Like this. Once you throw them down, if one lands flat and one lands curved, that's a positive answer. That means it's a good sign. But if both land the same way like this, it's a bad sign. That's a negative answer. Okay. And if both land flat face up, that means a laughing answer. Basically means the gods want you to reconsider your question, to think it over again. Think it over. Got it, got it. I shouldn't say the question out loud, right? Right, just ask it silently in your mind. Only in your mind. Give it a try then. Will our company survive for another 3 years? Tell me secretly, okay? No. This is a good thing. Flipped right over. It bounced directly. Says it won't just survive 3 years. That means it might last much longer. Right. Think about it, it's better than lasting just 2 years. Then it must mean infinity. Infinity. Let me try testing it again. Silently in my mind. Pray, pray, pray. Our company in the year 2030. Just let them drop down like this. Why am I feeling more nervous than everyone else? My hands are sweating. Go for it. Yes. Historically, ancestral shrines served several purposes. First, it represents a family's roots. Second, it's a public space for community meetings. Inside, they would maintain genealogy records and establish clan rules. It also functioned sort of like a financial institution. For instance, when people moved to Southeast Asia back then, a single family couldn't afford a boat ticket, so the entire clan had to pool their money together to fund the journey. What if someone struck it rich later, but never came back to repay the clan? True, but actually most people died on the journey. A lot of people died on the way, like out of 10 people. If 10 people set off for Southeast Asia, only about 4 would actually make it there. If one person made it, he might earn $4. He would have to split those $4 among his younger siblings, aunts, uncles, and extended family. That feels like such a heavy burden to carry. Everyone carried a heavy burden, but they didn't view it as a hardship. They would just say it was their contribution to the family, so the rest wouldn't have to suffer as much. Honestly, this clan culture feels a bit distant to Li Siwei and me. But for Chaoshan people, every single piece of colored porcelain on the shrine has witnessed countless stories of people leaving home and returning in glory. Granted, nowadays, the atmosphere of clan culture is no longer as intense as it used to be, and the mass migrations to Southeast Asia have become history. Yet these intricate, lavish decorations will remain here forever, offering us a visual feast. That defines Chaoshan's maximalist aesthetic. They call this Chaoshan's poison. There are 2 kinds of Chaoshan poison. One is raw marinating,
他们说这个是潮汕的毒药，潮汕毒药有2种，一种是生腌，一种是这个，对吧？对，这叫做甘草水果。
And the other is this, right? Yes. It's called licorice fruit. I also added olives and Chinese olives. I've never tried it either. This is a Chinese olive, guys. I've never eaten one before. So tart. I think it's the most tart thing I've ever eaten. Multiply that tartness by 100, and that's what this is. There it is. I know a thing or two about tart flavors. Want to try? Let me get one for you. Wow, this is way too tart. I can't handle it. Is that tart? You just ate a whole one. Just swallowed it whole. Stop talking nonsense. The first bite tastes like ginger, right? What does the second bite taste like? Still like ginger. The third bite. Holy crap, wait a minute. This thing has a sweet aftertaste. It's starting to get sweet. You think it's good. This guy is hilarious. Try a regular olive. This aftertaste is real. Savor it. This olive is even crazier. This is the real Chaoshan poison, literally on a physical level. Don't take it literally. Look, that's the exact face. Look. Wait. Give the aftertaste a moment. It's coming right up. I'm a simple guy. I'm sorry. I like papaya. I like pineapple. I like mango. You should like wax apples then. I do like wax apples. Anything sweet. I love it. But throwing this kind of weird flavor into your mouth all at once, I just can't stand it. Although the Chinese olives and regular olives might twist your face in pain, for just over 20 yuan, you get a huge platter of licorice fruit. I highly recommend giving it a try. Sour, sweet, and salty flavors, exploding in your mouth all at once, is an experience you rarely find anywhere else. Leaving Shantao behind, we kept driving toward Jieyang. Here Li Siwei and I are going to try a highly iconic Chaoshan, traditional folk dance. In the Chaoshan region, they hold massive street parades during New Year back home. We only hear a couple of firecrackers, but it's different here. Over here, you need to undergo a bit of a transformation to experience it. Let's transform. Let's bring the festive spirit back to Hangzhou. What do you think? Which one of us looks better after the makeover? Can you guess which characters we are playing? At first glance, it gives off a false impression. It makes you look like the Monkey King, and me like Pigsy. But in reality, we are portraying characters from Water Margin. This is Lu Jishin. What about me? With this tiger skin draped over me, I guess I must be the tiger then. Exactly. I'm Wu Song. Let's go. Let's go see how the real professionals dance. I feel like my world. I must say, regarding this costume and makeup, I think the biggest issue, the major flaw is, have you realized it? Tell me. Wu Song shouldn't be wearing glasses. True. Actually, it looks pretty cool. Really, if I take the glasses off, I'm actually quite handsome, right? Take them off and show everyone. There's a trick to it. Will I look much better without glasses? Let me tell you, you now have a superpower where nobody dares to look you straight in the eye. Let's do an eye contact challenge, okay? Nobody can. You have to look me in the eye. What if I hold a straight face and look at you? Put Li Zhuazu to the test. Stare at the audience. Open your eyes wide. Okay, let's start. Recording the talking head segment. Hello everyone, I'm Tianyan. Welcome to our show. What you see right now is our latest Pocket 4. Now let's review it and see if it's a hit or a miss. That's what you call professional. Even AI wouldn't dare look this sharp. We're ready. Okay, let's do this. Should I count down from 3? Alright, 3, 2, 1. This is incredible. Simply amazing, objectively speaking. This is the most breathtaking folk dance I've ever seen, bar none. This is insane.
太厉害了！客观讲，这应该是我见过最震撼的飞机，可能没有之一了。是啊，真的太有气势，太厉害了，太厉害了！谢谢你们，谢谢，太强了。
Incredible. Realistically, this is the most stunning flying wing I've ever seen, bar none probably. Yeah, so powerful. Amazing. Thank you guys. Incredible. This year, we basically performed from New Year's Day to the Lantern Festival, from day 1 to 15 every day, and we aren't just staying in Guangdong. We might fly to Jiangsu today and Hebei tomorrow. Performing everywhere, right, also Hong Kong. We split into several groups and performed from day 1 to 15. I think celebrating New Year's offline, as long as this team is around, the vibe is totally different. I really hope everyone can experience it in person. If you don't see it live, you won't realize how it feels. They're shouting, and the sound of the drums beating will strike your very soul. I think Chaoshan is really a place where many traditional customs are well preserved. I highly recommend that during holidays, you come to Chaoshan to experience the intense festive atmosphere firsthand. The coach told us that during New Year the Holinga team can reach over 100 people, dancing from street to alley. There are also activities like burning towers and fire dragons, jaw-dropping traditional events. Once you see it with your own eyes, you'll understand that in Chaoshan, the New Year spirit has a tangible form. At the end of this journey, we returned to Shanghai Shantao. This was once one of the earliest trading ports opened in China, and the starting point for countless Chaoshanese going Southeast Asia. Now you might wonder, why backtrack? Because we're about to visit an elderly grandpa. His father was one of those overseas Chinese who went to Southeast Asia to make a living, and he is also one of the real-life inspirations for the movie Love Letter to Grandma. How old are you, Grandpa? 95. 95? You look so energetic. What about Grandma? Grandma is 90. This is the most amazing scene I've ever seen. Grandpa, I love it. So this is how it is at the home of our elders. I think the funniest part is, eat. Don't worry about it. Okay, I'll feed you. Can you eat with 5 skewers by yourself? Hurry up. Eat. We want to hear Grandpa's story. This is our first time in Chaoshan. We see that Chaoshan now is very welcoming, but what was it like before? It was very tough. For me. I'm 95 today. But I've never seen my father. Not even once. Before I was born, my father felt it was too hard there. Back then, he left when he was in his 30s. After I was born, my mother raised us kids alone in Chaoshan. By the time I turned 12, we finally received a letter and money from him. When I got that letter, my mother and I both cried, because we hadn't received money for so long, nor any mail. A 12-year wait. After that, I collected these letters and preserved them all the way until 1969. When my father passed away, this is your father's grave. In Thailand, this is my father and this is my mother. Although they spend very little time together in life, now that they've passed, they can finally be together. To me, it shows my father's great love. He was so good to my mother. He praised her, saying that his wife was so pure and virtuous. Your father wrote this himself, right? Yes, in his own handwriting. May I read it? Love magnifies the scene. True heart satisfies the clan. Leaving Grandpa's house, it's hard to imagine the determination and helplessness of his father and the older generation of Chaoshanese when they entrusted their fates to the vast sea. It's even harder to imagine how Grandpa and his family eagerly anticipated those letters every single day. When we reopen these century-old letters, most of them just record the trivial details of daily life. There are no fancy words, yet they have the power to pierce through time.
So 这就是这趟旅途的终点了。潮汕这个地方真的非常值得来旅游，物价不是很高，吃的东西真的很美味。更重要的是，当地人热情好客的程度给我留下了超级深的印象，他们人都很好。那么下一期去了一趟系列，我们该去哪儿呢？欢迎在弹幕和评论区告诉我们。那么我们下次再见。
So this is the end of our trip. Chaoshan is a place really worth visiting. It's affordable, and the food is delicious. More importantly, the hospitality of the locals left a huge impression on me. They're also nice. Where should we go next? For our travel series, let us know in the comments. See you.